1953 Topps Satchel Paige, the last of its kind. Twice. The 1953 Topps Satchel Paige baseball card is a lesson in endings. First, or is that last, you have pages run through the cardboard world. After spending most of his baseball career in the Negro Leagues, beginning way back in 1927 and continuing deep into the 1940s, Paige made his American League debut with the Cleveland Indians in 1948. Now, there has been plenty of speculation about Paige's age over the years, but Baseball Reference puts him at just over 42 years old when he suited up for the Tribe the first time that July. Over the next 2 years, Paige pitched at an all-star level, albeit in limited innings in a swingman role. During that time, he also appeared in his first two mainline baseball card set, the 1948 Leaf and the 1949 Bowman. Then released by the Indians in February of 1950, Paige sat on the shelf until July of 1951 when he signed with the St. Louis Browns. A partial season of work snagged him a roster spot in 1952, but not another baseball card. After a 12-10 3.07 ERA showing in 1952, though, Topps included Paige in their big, bold, beautiful 1953 set, unleashing a painted image that has become iconic in the hobby and beyond. After a so-so season for a bad team in 1953, the Browns released Paige and he was done in the majors. And on baseball cards. Except for a few details, that is. For one thing, Paige hung around the periphery for several years, pitching in the minors off and on into the 1960s. And then, in 1965, he pitched one game for the Kansas City A's, enough to get Paige a slot in the 1967 Topps Venezuelan set. That 1965 Swan Song was something of a publicity stunt, considering that Paige was nearing 60. Still in all, it happened. But for another thing, the Browns didn't really release Paige in the winter of 1954. They couldn't have, because they didn't exist. After that ugly 1953 season, 53-100, the Browns headed east and became the Baltimore Orioles. And so, Paige's 1953 Topps card not only spelled the end of his own cardboard run, but it was also one of the last appearances for his sidekick on the final sort of pasteboard of his, Louie the Elf, the Browns mascot. Today, the last mainstream Satchel Paige baseball card fetches around $4,000 in PSA 7 condition, $5,000 in PSA 8, and $25,000 or more in PSA 9. Steep prices to be sure, but then we're talking about a true baseball icon here, and one that was the last of its kind. Twice.